Kingston.
And welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We're about to venture off into our third and final segment for the morning. Summer is here, and so when you hear summer, you think about all the camps and how we can engage the children in doing new things. Well, Mahogany Media Summer Paint Session is about to kick off. Yeah. And we're talking July 8th to July 26th. As a matter of fact, in to tell us about it is actually Kernell Parks, a facilitator of Mahogany Media.
All right, morning,
and I won't go with your entertainment name. I'll go with Kernell Parks. Good morning.
Morning.
It's nice to have you in. Summer is here, and what's the plan?
Yeah, for the second time, this is where we're holding this program, our summer arts program. Our paint program, I should mention, because I don't know anybody think it's anything different. So this
you mean you're not teaching people how to sing,
No.
No.
So it's actually about how to paint, and you did say second year.
Yeah, this is the second year we're doing
this.
It was very good, man.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
You know?
So Mahogany Media is a group. It's a team of persons, right?
Yes. Our other facilitator, Miss Tanya Villier, couldn't make it today, so her and I are the ones who do the program.
Yeah.
And we do it at Horizon Academy.
Yeah.
As you said, it's from the 8th to the 26th of July. It's 3 weeks of painting, right? Learning how to paint and actually doing paintings, right? So they learn techniques and they learn how to bring forth a realistic piece.
All right. So how many kids was it last year?
I think it was about almost 30 kids.
What?
Because we had two classes. We have a class in the morning for the younger kids. Younger kids in the morning and the older kids in the afternoon. So we have two classes. One start at 10 to 12, and the other start from 1 to 2 o'clock. 1 to 3 o'clock.
1 to 3. And when we say older and younger kids, what are the age range?
The age range, the afternoon kids is from 10 to 15, and then in the morning it's from 6 to 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know that nap time in the afternoon for them, right?
So we can't do that in the afternoon. Very good, John, exactly.
All right, and is there a registration fee?
Yes, there's a registration fee. It's a 3-week program. It's actually $225 for the 3 weeks. It works out to $75 a week and $15 a day.
Okay,
you know,
that's very good.
$15 a day, and you get a snack every day.
Wow.
And you just have to come. We provide the material.
I was going to say, it also includes the material.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
They don't have to do anything but show up.
But you know what I take away from this is that, one, you're actually giving your children to learn something. Painting is actually like therapy. You actually get into something else. You go somewhere else. So this is very good.
Yes, because I know it could be it's summer and our parents are looking for things to do to keep the kids occupied, busy, and not in their hair, and just to take care of instead of just sending them to the babysitter. So it's not really a babysitting area, but it can be viewed as that if that's what you see it as, but they actually come there and they learn.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get at, because you know, you're not just setting up a program where you give kids, you know, some water, paint and hair, make smudges and go home. You're teaching actual techniques.
Yes, we are. We're showing shadows and highlights, darkness and contrast, blending, gradient, stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. And how hard is it to teach little ones? Like,
well, you'd be surprised, you know. You'd be surprised. I have kindergarten and infant 1 students who actually make great artwork. You know.
But they say if you see a cloud and you wanna really tell what that cloud really reminds you of, you ask one of these children.
Exactly, and they'll tell you the truth.
That's not one dog.
And I've learned and understand that we are born painters and artists, you know, as we're able to hold a pen or something to write, we're writing on the wall.
That's because you haven't seen me paint. Probably.
Some people's skills evolve and they get better, and some people stay in the same stage.
Why is this important to you to pass on? I mean, okay, so people may not know, but you did art before you did music.
Yeah, well kinda. Yes. Well,
you were known for your art before you were known for your music.
Yeah. I started doing art before I actually started music. But the two of them, to me, share the same parallel passion, and for both of them, you know, art and music.
And each other?
To me, yeah, they do, because a lot of people don't know, but I do a lot of my own graphic stuff that I release for my music.
Oh.
You know?
Cool.
So why do you want to pass on the skill to children? What's the difference it'll make for them?
Because to me, I think a lot of children already know how to draw and how to be artistic are very artistic naturally.
Yeah.
So why not tap into those skills from an early age, you know?
That's
And
true.
why not show them what you know?
Yeah.
Excellent, man.
And being an art teacher is a lot different from being an artist. Do
Oh,
you have like
definitely,
art teachers that
definitely.
you emulate, that you've had experience with, where
For sure,
or who've
for
helped
sure.
you a lot?
Yeah, yes, for sure. I always make mention of Yasser. Yasser taught me a lot. I mean, he's not a visual artist in terms of painting and so, but he taught me a lot about art, to understand it and to appreciate it, and to even Gilvano on the other hand. Oh, from
Gilvano
him,
Sweet.
I've learned a lot of stuff just by looking at his work, from being around him over the years.
Yeah.
Much more earlier than now, because
Yeah.
he's a busy man. I never see him.
Oh
now.
yeah, he's
I
a
know.
busy
I don't
guy.
know where he's hiding. I always tell him that.
He is
Yeah.
busy. I saw him yesterday. But your work is actually on screen as we speak.
Okay.
And so we'll be doing something this morning.
Yes, this morning we hope to see how far we could get with that
He'll
piece.
show us how easy it is to learn painting as adults.
And I need you to be advanced artist this morning, guys. Yes.
Right.
I'll show you how it doesn't work.
All right.
Okay.
So today, yes, we have paper in front of us, paint in front of us, and I went ahead and I did a little line.
Hold on, you said the classes include snacks. Where are the snacks?
The snacks.
I
The
said it-
summer art.
I see the egg tray.
Summer art program.
All right, let's go.
All right, so today we're going to try to create a scene, and let's start off with our sky. And this is acrylic, a plastic-based paint, so we use water to apply acrylic, but acrylic doesn't come out your clothes, so we try very hard not for it to get on our clothes, guys.
Okay.
Right? Can't stress
And I
that
got to tell my
enough.
son the best. so-
Exactly right. So,
Yeah.
so let's start off with our sky first. Acrylic needs water, a little water. Touch the water.
Okay.
And with our blue paint, let's work with our sky. And notice we're using a bigger brush because this is for us to cover a large ground.
Okay.
Right. So water again. Touch of water. Go
Okay.
ahead, Marlene. Don't
No, I
be
want to see you
afraid.
do it first.
And across,
visual
right? We're
learner.
doing strokes across this
Strokes
way.
across, okay.
Right. So you'll find out you need more water. Touch the water. The water spreads the paint even more. It activates the paint.
Okay.
Good, John.
Does it matter
Well,
how
try.
much paint you
Yeah,
put
not
on?
too much paint. Not too much paint. Acrylic doesn't
Too
need
late.
too much paint.
Okay.
Whatever amount of paint you put on, don't go too far. Don't go too far. Look at what
I
I'm
tell
doing.
you
Look at what I'm doing.
I
Mr.
spread it over.
See why I
already.
told you
Yes,
to let me
yes,
watch you
yes.
first?
Just at the top, we're going to do this like a blending motion, so it's going from a dark blue to a light blue.
To
I
light
like
blue.
more blue in my sky.
And I'll tell you what, I had to do Google Earth because he said not too much, and this is big.
Right, so be sure to use enough water. So it spreads. So we're painting, but we're moving in a downward motion, so this blue paint looks like it's fading into the white. So add some more water, it helps with the fading
Okay.
and the spreading of the paint.
Now you can chant up.
So we should have this, something looking like this.
Okay.
Why, you know, I have no
Exactly.
real cloth over this
My
side.
skies are just a bit more
just
blue
use
than
more
others.
water, so it spreads.
spreads.
This one
Yeah.
that you did at the bottom.
That's all right.
Only across, John, only across.
Okay, sorry. There you go. I tell you how to do Google Earth.
All right, now let's
I guess,
clean
you
our
know,
brushes.
Kids are probably easier because they pay attention more,
Yeah.
and rather than trying to do their own.
And they're excited while doing this, so they want to
we're
know what's
excited.
Excited indeed.
Not to say you aren't.
Okay, good.
All right, so let's
Stay.
clean our brushes. When we move on to
There
another
you go. Clouds.
color,
Guys.
we make sure our brushes are clean. Wash the brush.
All right.
Moving on to yellow, a little bit of yellow,
Okay.
not much.
I
We want
wanna
this
let
yellow to blend in with the bottom here,
Okay.
with the light colored blue. So, what I'm doing. And yes, Marlene, they usually wait until I do something on my paper for them to start. So, you were right.
So I am a good primary school painting student, and then I still got it wrong.
John, put a little bit more. Good. Some water and
Oh, I
spread
can
it.
do water.
Spread it. All right, cool. So there we go.
So
Good. So we have our sky.
So this looks like a sunset sky.
It's actually a morning sky.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sunset.
yeah,
will
we don't
have
get to see those
oranges
very
and
often
so-
in this line of work. I don't remember too well what that
Good
looks
job.
like.
That's good. That's good.
So do we dry him by the drinking coffee?
All right. So we clean our brushes now and move on to another color, which is green. A little touch of green. Although this is a dark green, I want to show that we could use a dark green to even make it look like the intensity of the green by just using more water.
Okay.
Right? I always tell people painting is like, for those who do graphics, it's like in layers we paint. We put on a light wash first, then we add on top of that a darker color, so forth. So we start off by painting lightly, and we're gonna give the impression of like some trees in the background, right at our horizon line, over it.
Okay.
Yes, Marlene, watching you wait.
Because my sky went to my horizon already.
So it should be like this.
Something like that.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, and we hold our brush like we hold our pencil, John.
Okay,
Exactly,
so like that.
yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to mention, but remember, I'm expecting you guys to be professionals
What
today.
makes a good student? Like,
A good student follows the techniques, follows the steps, and pretty much just listens and imitate and emulate until you can do your own, no?
Okay.
So, because you will come out of this with your own technique and your own way of doing things. There's no one way to do it. Right, so we do the same thing on the other side too.
okay.
So we have this going. Marlene, you're with us. Great.
You know what? What it does for me is that I actually go into another place. Like I really think about the hills.
You guys
and how
don't know
it
what we're
look
doing
like.
right now, right?
No clue.
All right, so this is our first step of mixing colors today. We're going to mix a yellow
Okay.
with this light green. Yes, wash our brushes.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we're going to take some of the green, put it on an area on the palette that has no paint.
Okay.
Like this. And by right, you're supposed to wash out your brush after every use of a color. So I'm washing my brush to add some yellow to this.
That's cool.
And we have this here to dry our brushes
Okay.
if need be.
Okay.
So I'm taking out some yellow and
Oh,
putting
so
it.
you're mixing in the fire.
Yeah, because I want yellow green. Right? We could all use that. A little touch of water. Remember, water helps with acrylic.
Okay.
So this is what we're doing with it. So it's across. Not all the way across, notice. I have to be specific for some people before they go ahead and.
Specific.
John, we need more paint. We
Otherwise,
need to mix up more yellow green for us. Can
Liberties.
you do that?
Yes, sir. I'll try my best. All right.
Okay. Notice we haven't started to use our small brush yet because the big brush is covering a lot of ground as we want it to.
Okay.
No?
All right. So let me
Oh,
mix some more of this.
Green, put green over here, yes sir. More because it's 3 of us using it.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, there you go.
Then wash your brush now.
To get the yellow.
I teach that a lot because these kids just mix all the colors together. It's an extra step to wash your brush and go again, right? So
Do you
they
remember
don't
those
do
water
that.
paints we had to like wipe the top layer off?
And you know their
fascination.
fascination? Their fascination is how the water looks more than anything else.
Oh.
Oh, sir, we made kiwi, or oh, sir, we made tea. Like, great, let's continue working. All right, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side here. So this is a light wash of yellow green we're putting down. I don't know if you guys can see what we're doing by now.
This particular point, no, I can't.
Really, John, isn't your work showing to be something?
Is it a reflection?
It's not a reflection, guys. It's actually, it's sort of like a fire scene.
Really?
It's the Hummingbird Highway.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Personalizing it. Personifying it, sorry.
What do you find that art does for you?
It's always gratifying to see something there that wasn't there before, that you've created something that never existed before. So that's kind of what it does. Like, hey, this paper was blank and now look at how we're having it.
True.
Other side, Marlene, the head of you, John. Now what happened?
We might have mixed thing, you know.
Keep up.
John says because he had
So
paint
you
to
mean you
mix.
can't handle additional responsibilities?
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
All right.
All right, now let's take a little brown, wash our paint out off the brush, and a little bit of brown, a small tip. It's only to add a little shadow on this area. So brown, water, and I'm doing this. Notice how it spreads, and it's the water that doesn't make it too intense,
Okay.
because we don't need it to be brown covering entirely.
How detailed is the work that you'll do with the kids?
They're even surprised. Sometimes they're not knowing of what they're doing until it's finished.
Yeah.
It's pretty detailed. It's pretty detailed. It's along these lines, you know.
Okay.
It's wrong side, Miss Square, but
Oh, okay.
you're
Sorry.
seeing upside down from my space.
Something like that. Okay,
Right, so-
I'll do the opposite visual.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I
on the
put
left,
too much
John.
brown.
You could dry your brush on the paper and make sure nothing is on there, and then go over it, like taking off some
Okay.
with the paintbrush. It does that, you know. So,
Ah.
see, so that's why it has to be dried. Then you wipe it here. Go again, take off as much as you want. And if you notice, this is a a fast drying paint and you have to move quickly before it
kind of sets in.
Oh, well, I have a lot of brown.
Let's put some more. Let's move on to our next color quickly now.
Wipe your brush and then wipe some.
Wash this out, John. Wash out your brush. Help you take some of that off. See? I don't know if I could save that, John.
We'll try to.
Don't spread it too much. Let me see what's going on here.
Man. Oh.
Look.
Yeah, good save.
It's when you have a professional with
Yeah,
you.
you like Woodrow West, save all the gold.
John.
All these sayings today. Okay. So this is where we are, except the brown is supposed to be on. Well, technically, it'll be correct on TV because it'll.
It's not showing all the flaws.
No, it'll flip on the other side.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So now I'm using the same dark green, less water. Notice how the same green gives a different.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives it some depth.
Exactly. So that's why we went light first, so we could go darker on top of it. Remember layering?
Gotcha.
So less water now in
Wash.
applying this amount of green.
Wash, wash, wash.
And then that's why we have our tissue.
All right.
Here we go.
Yes.
And
So
more,
you don't cover the whole
so
thing.
more paint than water. No, you don't cover it. It's just like more at the bottom, close to the horizon line. Hold your paintbrush better.
I don't know. I
How am I
you know,
Guys, you have smaller brushes to do this too, you know, but I just
How
paint
am
with
I,
one size brush. Hold your brush lower.
Oh, lower.
Like your pencil.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. All right, great. Now, let's use our small brushes.
Okay.
And we're using the darkest color on our palette, which is black.
Ooh.
Let's give you a good brush here.
Right, so
Any one
this
of these
is
small
good.
brush.
Cool.
The water, guys, makes your brush come to a point as well, right? If you
Okay.
need it to be pointy.
Okay.
A touch of water,
Ah,
and
there
don't
you
forget
go.
to use your finger to make it
Let
come
me
to
show
a
you
point.
the updated
masterpiece.
work in process.
Yes.
This is just mine.
But this just shows me that how you see things, because a lot of the kids, you know, you have some kids who write their names backwards.
So we'll just leave that open to interpretation as to why I did it wrong.
It's not really wrong, you know.
You can't be wrong
Bob
in
Ross
art.
said that there are no mistakes, you know. They're just
Yeah. A lot of discoveries happen in mistakes. You
So
know?
the same thing we're going to do with the block, kind of giving it depth again. So
Okay.
starting at the base of the horizon line. Good, John. You're a natural.
Boy.
Filling in.
So right at the base,
water.
a little water, not too much, because we want the block to show.
This is,
And this is how it should look.
shadowing.
Right?
Is that what you're doing? Just because it's black, I think it's shadow.
So adding some contrast, exactly. Good. Now, back to our big brush, let's put something in there to show a little bit of depth again.
Okay.
Wash your brush dry and brown. Light brown, as it's going to be a light wash of brown, like this.
Oh, we're making a tree.
Really? How did you know that?
Now I figured it out.
All right, so back to the heavy brush.
The big brush.
That's-
The reason we use our big brush so we cover a large space without using that much time. So this is what we do with the brown.
Yeah, time is dwindling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, producer's giving signals. So,
All right,
Here we go.
we're hurrying.
all right. So now we're
So
just
a
gonna,
little bit of brown and water. That may be a little bit too much.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna be next to my brown. That's because I'm a little bit different from.
Look at what I'm doing to get the top of the tree. Just water and some green.
I'm going to the bottom. All right. Okay.
Water, some green. Wash your brushes. Again, because time, I'm using some yellow now, just to the front of the tree. Like dabbing. Kids love when I say dabbing. That's a dance for them.
Oh
It's a
yes.
dance
Do
called
you do the
dabbing.
dance for
So
them
they
too?
start dance. No, they dance for me. Well, sure, I'm dabbing.
Oh, so that's
I'm
not-
dabbing while I'm dabbing.
That's not part of the artistry that you offer.
No,
Okay, got
sadly,
you.
sadly. My dancing skills aren't up to par. All right, so some green again at the back of the tree. So this is how it should look, guys. Good, Marlene, it looks good.
I went into my brown there.
That's okay, because the back of it should be darker. We're gonna add, you could add some brown or black at the back there. See what I did? Darker, and I put yellow in the front.
Okay. So
yellow for yellow.
Black again.
Okay, so I'm sorry. We do have to apologize to viewers. We've been completely lost in this and completely neglecting to talk to you. But this is just a great example of what's going to happen with your children. They're actually going to be focused on something longer than they are on their phones.
Look at what the black does, guys. It gives us like reality.
Ooh.
Right, so we draw a shadow under where
the camera, so they can see it too. So I gotta get my yellow in. I'm a little bit behind here.
Let me turn this way so John could put that shadow on his tree using a black. Use a small brush.
Oi.
Looks like something.
Yes, it does.
Start.
It feels so good.
So I was asking you the complexity of the work that the kids do. It'd be something like this, a bit more complex by the end.
Well, the afternoon students, both of them in both respects do complex artwork in that I teach the same techniques, just varying levels, meaning in the morning I have to be a little lighter in sharing of my information with the children, but they still get to learn about blending, still get to learn about the shadows. Look at this tree, how it's becoming lifelike. All from shadows and highlights. Highlights being the lighter color, the yellow, and the dark in the back. So there's our light source is coming this way, hitting this tree this way. So in the front is light and then the back is darker. That's what's happening.
Okay, so it's here.
So they're like I'm touching here with the black.
So the black is on this side.
On this side. Well, because
I'm opposite,
different.
so it's like
yes,
this way. Yeah, that's why I'm.
Great. See, she knows what she's doing, John.
Man. Yeah. We're getting there. Now.
Okay.
Don't be afraid, Marlene. Nice.
You have to be.
And then there's a shadow that the tree, top of the tree casts right at where the trunk and the tree top meets.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. So it looks something like yours. You know,
it does.
The beginner version. All right, so this is where we are with our painting, and I guess it kind of looks like something. All right, good. Good job. I'm trying to figure out, that's a mahogany tree with the twisted
trunk, right? The last thing I did on it, just add some green with my big brush at the bottom. Okay. This is all just to show depth, guys, like things that are in front and things that are all the way to the back. You know?
This is so much fun. I could just imagine how the kids completely enjoy it.
So they have 2 hours.
Are you expecting return students?
Yes, I was going to say I have a couple students already who called and reserved their spaces. You could call, guys, the numbers are on the flyer, or you could call me at 650-1411 for your registration form and to make your payment. We ask for half payment or full payment to secure your space.
Yeah.
And as usual, limited spaces are available because we're only able to house like 15 and 15. 15 in the morning, 15 in the afternoon.
And what are the dates again?
The dates is from July 8th to the 26th. It's every day, Monday to Friday. It's 2 hours each per session, 10 to 12 and 1 to 3.
Okay.
So Mahogany Media paint sessions.
Babies are going in the younger ones are in the morning.
Go in the morning and the older kids in the afternoon, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Feel good about your painting, guys.
I do. There we go.
A little touch of brown.
I'm giving a little bit of. Okay, so what do we? This white space has to be for something, right? Can you leave white space on a painting?
You can, especially if you don't want to use white paint. But it's can't, guys. What this was a road.
Really?
Yeah, we may not get that far. All right.
It was a road.
So.
There it is.
Whoa.
I'm on the
Yours is perfect.
I keep on, you know what my mistake is? I keep on forgetting to wet my brush.
Oh, and that's important. It helps the paint to flow smoothly on the paper. But it looks good, guys. I'm impressed. John, your tree looks real, just as yours, Marlene. Put some yellow in the front like that.
Burnt chicken leg.
What is a burnt chicken leg?
Burnt
his
chicken
tree.
leg.
That's what he thought his tree looked like.
At first,
nah,
yes.
It's good, John. She's laughing, so maybe she
No,
concurs.
I'm laughing at mine.
I'm believing she concurred, John.
I'm laughing at mine. All right.
Why?
Okay, we are officially out of time.
All right, guys.
Man.
And
yes.
I'm pretty sure I was the one who mixed the colors, which was rule number 1. All right. That's where I got to today. Go ahead, John, show yours.
Okay, there you go.
My road is... Okay.
Oh, you have fins too?
I know, right?
No coat?
Well, there was a house that was supposed to be
let's just
there.
show the 3 of them together. Yeah. All right.
Good job, guys.
All right, so this is just what we did in
about
15
20
minutes.
minutes. That's about it.
And imagine your child sitting down and being able to do this. It's for 2 hours. For 2 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
So definitely something that we can tell you is enjoyable. And you're taking 2 different age groups, and it starts, the contact information, I'm sorry, is once again
650-1411. You could call me or Miss Tanya Villier. There are flyers around. Her number is on the flyer. I can't remember her number at this point.
Yeah.
But you could call both of us, and registration forms are at Horizon. The art program, the art classes are at Horizon.
Yeah.
Horizon Academy
Yeah.
on the Philip Golson Highway.
Yes.
all right.
So that's where you can pick up the
And
registration
you do
form.
have to pay half of the fee as a down payment to secure your spot, or you can pay the full fee
payment.
if you'd
Yep.
like. Definitely a great opportunity to get the kids involved in some art, and call them and save your spot today. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have a wrap up, so stay tuned.